the path of the soul and what it is and how all of us experience it, if consciously or unconsciously, all of us walking the path of a soul that wants to be experienced. All of us just being whole universes. A lot of people can't grasp that concept, but just think of how many things are going on within our body, in cellular level. Like it goes infinitely tiny. We can't see it, we can't grasp it, but that's a whole universe.
It is. To me, some people say like there are only 11 dimensions that the universe is based on. But I had a download once, since everything is infinite, everything is infinite, everything happens at once, everything is in the present moment. So that means if you're limiting dimensions to a certain number, that's already not infinite, Mm-hmm. That's why I feel like there are infinite dimensions.
I totally agree.
And people don't see that. People think limited, and people are so spiritually advanced and stuff, but they still have limiting beliefs. For example, saying that there are only 11 dimensions because this and that say so. But if everything is infinite, then dimensions have to be also infinite. So like you said, there are organs within us that are operating on a dimension. They can't see above, but they can see below, Then there are cells, then there are atoms, then there are quantum atoms. They get smaller and smaller and smaller. And the human is always trying to find something out to limit, to say like, yeah, this is the end. There's no way smaller than an atom. Oh no, there may be electrons, but this is the end. Oh no, there are still like these quantum stuff. They try to get smaller and smaller and smaller because they're so limited. But on the one side, it just opened more doors, more doors and more doors and more doors.
They try to prove that there's an end, but unknowingly they just open more dimensions.
Yeah, they're like, how do you say it in German? We say like, du schießt ins eigene Bein. So
you're shooting your own leg, basically.
You're trying to prove something, but you're just fooling yourself all the time because you cannot understand that infinity is infinite.
Yeah. Wow. So how else does the soul path expresses itself?
How else? I would say I also have this thought. The thing is, often I think of stuff, I question my own thoughts. That's why I learn so much. Because I'm always telling myself, what is this?
That's an infinite process.
Yeah.
You just keep asking question after question. One of the things that can give you a glimpse of infinity. Because if I was to live infinitely in this body, I would also grow into unimaginable heights because I would just keep asking questions. But unfortunately, I will have to leave this body and then maybe ask some questions, or definitely ask some questions in another body.
That's so interesting, man.
The soul experiencing itself.
Yes, the soul is infinite, man. The soul is infinite and just wants to...
It knows infinite ways to express itself.
Yes. A very important existence of the soul's path is the shadow side. I think the shadow side is something the most people have a misconception about,
Yeah, totally. Me on my journey just also still learning what the shadow really is and what it looks like within me and also within others, and learning to accept that as a part of myself. Shadow aspects, is not an easy task to do. That's why a lot of people don't do it. And collectively we respond with ignorance when it comes to the shadow side. We just completely reject it, or we act like it doesn't exist and by that suppress it. So yeah, the shadow side is definitely one very valid expression of the soul. How does the shadow express itself within your being, within your multidimensionality? How do you experience your shadow? What does it look like for you? Explain it.
When you try to fight your shadows, we all experience shadows. Shadows are just this side of the duality, which is the one we are fighting in this world. Or the Matrix is trying to fight. Like being negative, feeling low.
Basically, any of the lower expressions.
Exactly. Anything in the lower expressions in every dimension. So, but what we haven't understand is that everything that is low has to be experienced as well as everything that is high. So when we are experiencing being in our lower self, being or feeling lower emotions or being angry or being sad or whatever, we always try to run away from it. Like people use drugs to run away from it. People eat a lot of stuff to always feel happy. We just do a lot of things.
Yeah, we reject the lower expressions of the soul.
Exactly, because we think that everything should be nice and bright and high and so good, but that's not balanced. That's not balanced because when you look into nature, nature is beautiful and cruel at the same time. Like lions eating gazelles, but on the other side, like dolphins just look beautiful, you know? So if we are trying to be natural, we have to be trying to be balanced in every part of the duality, not only in the positive side, but also in the negative. So when you feel low, when you are sad, do it with consciousness, experience it. Like there's no one who is telling you to not be angry. There's no one who's telling you to not be sad or to don't have fear or to be jealous or whatever. Like you can feel everything that you want, but just accept it. Don't try to fight it.
Wow. This holds weight. And it was so healing to hear you say that. Because to me, it just created a resonance to that feeling where I just feel accepted for who I am. And that's just a resonance of self-love, I guess. Coming back to love. Self-love is being the truth. I am the truth because I love myself.